Why is the human nose the shape it is? Why isn't it just two holes in our face? In addition to what everyone has said, the nose plays a big role in taste, too. We can smell our food better with the nostrils right above our mouth and better detect potentially harmful, rotting or poisonous food. Single quote closing square bracket. The shape of your nose, with wide openings that narrow down as they travel up your nose towards your lungs, condenses the air that you breathe in, while at the same time your nose hairs filter out particles and the air gets warmed up. All three of these things make the air easier to accept by the lungs. The nasal cavity needs to be long to modulate humidity and temperature, and filter incoming air. Many other mammals have a snout that gives length, but humans have an unusual flat face, so our protruding nose provides the length. So because the air is moistened by your nose, it makes sense that places with warmer humid environments have inhabitants with wide noses. Conversely, in colder climates, humans have longer, more pointed noses because the nose needs to warm the air as it is inhaled. The maxillary sinuses are 30% larger in Europeans with thin noses compared to Africans or Malaysians with wide noses. Ooh, this is a good question. The nasal structure actually prevents particulates from being inhaled, unless you're a mouth breather, hence the derogatory term. It's also a drainage and filtration system. Key to the immune system. Key bumps are a recent cultural phenomena that may damage the nasal cavity, but nevertheless, our schnoz is schnoz very on. Need some distance for the hairs to catch the incoming pathogens. Also, the downward angle for the holes is less likely to accidentally be penetrated than if they were just flat on the front of your face like that. In addition to what has already been said, the shape of the nose assists in olfactory localization. This is generally underappreciated in humans because we're not as good at scent tracking as dogs, but put your nose to the ground and you'll be impressed at how well you do. Quote closing square bracket. There's a documentary related to this topic, called Water Baths. The theory is that humans developed a nose bridge so that when diving into water, the bridge causes water to be diverted from entering the nostrils. I watched it in the 80s on HBO and always remembered the different monkeys featured, and that humans probably evolved from species with nose bridges and not apes. The shape of the nose allows a breastfeeding baby to both suckle for long periods, gaining necessary nutrition while still being able to breathe because it pokes the breast away from the area just above the upper lip, and this creates an airway. I got taught, grade 12 high school, that our noses started protruding at an angle to allow our brains to work at a higher temperature, like a cooling vent, so our brains didn't overheat and the hot air could escape, cool air could enter. That's why ancestors from hotter climates versus cooler climates have different shaped noses. Quote closing square bracket. The most obvious reason that comes to mind is so that things don't fall into our nostrils. Rain is an example. Also, it likely enhances our ability to smell the things we are about to ingest, which would be a good mechanism to protect against bacteria and poison. It keeps the rain out. That's useful. Also, no one wants to see your boogers. Just think if it was the other way around, a sudden sneeze would blind you. Keeping snot out of your eyes has to be useful, or at least those with inverted noses all died out because of gummed up eyes blinding them when Sabretooth was around. It allows you to smell something as it is entering your mouth. If whatever you're about to consume is rotten, toxic or putrid, you will surely be able to tell, as your nose is the last gate, checkpoint to discern if something consumable would be harmful to you or not. Taste is a sort of defense mechanism, and it is a way our bodies determine what it needs to maintain itself. Smell assists in taste, therefore the downward nostrils smell food as it enters the mouth. If food is rotten, our nose can sense it before it enters the mouth. In accordance with the aquatic ape theory, our noses are shaped the way they are to deflect water away from going up our noses as we swam. The only other apes with this feature is the proboscis monkey of Borneo, also a good swimmer. Single quote closing square bracket.